On this episode of Rides with Rowdy, we take a look at the 2018 Nissan Titan. Let's get into it. This truck is very beefy. This thing is huge. It takes up a lot of room when you park it. It takes up a lot of room on the road. This thing is very big. Has some aftermarket wheels on it, which is done tastefully. It does have the cross-drilled and slotted rotors on it. Nice step bar. We also have the cross-drilled and slotted rotors on the front. This thing does come with the key fob. Let's see if let's take a look at the inside. Unlock. The unlock does work. Interior wise, all black. It's very roomy in here, I will say that. Interior does seem like it's held up over the years. Let's take a look at the back seat. Back seat is very roomy as well. You have a storage compartment there, so you can store things, and you also have a compartment under there. You have the vents in the back. You have a plug there. Very spacey. Let's see what's in here. Cup holders, armrests. Very nice on the inside. This one came with the Rockford audio system in it. Got the extra spare tire up there. Bed. Lots of room in the bed there. And these doors are huge. That's quite a bit of room. Interior. This does come with the WeatherTech mats, thanks to the last owner. Got another storage compartment there. That could come in handy. Got the owner's manual. So that's something nice. I don't see the Maroni sticker, so that's a bummer. I would have liked to see what this cost brand new back in 2018, but it does not look like it's in there. Let's take a look at the engine. This truck, everything on this truck is just big. Not really sure how I feel about that. It's almost like it's too big, or it's big just to say it's big. Here is the I think it's a 5.6 liter V8, 300. About 300 horsepower and about 300 foot-pounds of torque. So it's not a lot to brag about, being in that 300 range, especially as big as it is, but it scoots along pretty well. Got an aftermarket air filter on it. 5.6 liter, that's what I believe it says, 5.6. Battery, like the battery's been replaced. Needs to go to detail, get cleaned up. All right, let's check out this key fob. Let's see if the key fob works. So we got the lock, and let's check out, we got the lock. And let's check out the remote start. All right, remote start works. Also, as I've been driving this, I've noticed that that fan is very loud, or louder than I would like. So I have to see what's going on with that. Let's take this thing for a ride. So since we use the remote start, you'll have to put your foot on the brake and then you'll have to hit the start stop button for everything to turn on. Interior wise, it's very, very basic. Not a lot of bells and whistles, not a lot of bling inside. So you have your lights there. The camera focus here. You got a cargo lamp. You got some other auto settings. You got your brake, your emergency park brake. Driver's side, you got your windows, unlock, lock button. Steering wheel does not have a heated steering wheel. Does have the push to talk features in this unit, so you don't have to have your cell phone in your hand when you're on the phone. You can also change the radio settings as well in this. It does has his and her climate control. Very basic in here. Two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, low and high. You got your trailer brake here. You got a auxiliary cord. Then you do have the heated seats for both the driver and the passenger. Cargo-wise inside, this thing has got quite a bit of room in it. And again, this truck needs to be cleaned up. It has not went through detail yet. You also have another size storage compartment on the side there. Sunglasses. This is for the back glass. Let's see if that works while we're here. That tire kind of creates a bad view, don't it? And it works, so that's a plus. So that's it, man. Let's take this thing for a spin. Let's see how she does on the road. As I drive the 2018 Nissan Titan around, gas mileage is a little surprising. In the city it's about 15, and on the highway I get about 21 miles per gallon. The engine is very balanced, and what I mean by that is the horsepower and torque numbers kind of mirror each other. So it's got about 390 horsepower, 390 foot-pounds of torque. So it's not a lot to brag about, but it's enough to get the job done. Interior wise, it's just very, very basic. Again, as you guys saw earlier. Also, this ride, it does ride like a truck. I do find that the Nissan Titan is just big, but it's big for no reason. And that's my opinion. I feel like it's trying to compete with other trucks in this market in this size, and that's why it's so big. Will it get the job done? Yes. But how long? I do not know. This is we're 2023. This is 2018. The interior is held up very well. Engine and transmission have held up very well, but we only got 75,000 miles on this unit right now. So I do see that this truck does have quite a bit of life left in it. Ease and accessibility as far as getting parts for this truck, I would think are pretty easy, being that it's a Nissan and it's not that old yet. It does have all the amenities that you would want here. It does have the heated seats, his or her climate control. Does it have power? It's got enough power to get out of the way, but it doesn't have enough power to brag about to the guys. I would rate this truck on a rating scale from 1 to 10, 0 being horrible, 10 being absolutely awesome, awesome, awesome. This truck falls very, very short in my opinion. I would give this truck a solid 5. It's just the middle of the road. Price point on this truck, being that this is a 2018, retail on this is probably going to be in the neighborhood of anywhere from 28 to 30, especially with these miles. It just doesn't do it for me. And not only that, I'm not sure what the resale value of this truck is going to be, let's say 5 or 10 years from now, where if this was a Sierra, Silverado, F250, F150, I feel those trucks, even a Ram 1500, those trucks are going to have a higher resale value than this truck, in my opinion. I do feel that they do leave a lot on the table, but I do feel they did bring something to the party. that sums it up for this episode of Ross with Rowdy. Rowdy Ross, right now. Thank you. Well, here is the night view of the Nissan Titan. Again, it has not been through cleanup, so you can see that the cluster lens there is very dirty, needs to be wiped off. But orange, very easy to see the orange at night. Very easy to see the orange at night. It does have a map light. This map light, I believe it stays on all the time. I was unable to figure out how to get it off, but it stays on all the time. And that sums up what she looks like at night. So not a lot to brag about on the inside of the vehicle on this one. At night, like the Dodge Ram Platinum I reviewed. That truck was wild. Leaps and bounds ahead of this truck as far as the night view and a lot of other things. But for the Nissan Titan, that sums up the inside night view. I will say at night, the bed of this pickup truck is very, very bright. So it looks like somebody's been in here before and replaced those lights with LEDs, and that's the factory light. LED light, much, much brighter with the LED lights. I do like how this thing lights up at night. So if you're working or doing something at night, this thing lights up pretty good. I do like that. Not really sure how I feel about this tire on the back. It takes up a lot of space, so it's either a love or a hated item. I'll let the next guy decide what he wants to do with it. But yeah, I do like that. So it wins a little bit more points back at night because of this.